it's based on physical configuration and also just what the needs are. We generally see anywhere from, somewhere around, 5 to 6 to as high as 10. And obviously with the larger boxes, you could have even more. It's not uncommon.
There are some bottlenecks. It's not the cards, it's the machines themselves.
Correct.
We took a server, filled it out with the number of cards, and then simulated as many live streams as we could to see where the bottlenecks are. The bottlenecks is not in the cards. Basically, eventually you run out of card space, but there are other bottlenecks in the machine, mainly due to, like, if you need to do some deinterlacing or other processing, that needs to be done on the CPU. And then you need to have some scalable architecture in those machines as well. But we're safe to say that on a single standard box with running on 500 watts, we can process easily 30 full HD channels simultaneously with like 6 or 8 bit rates in a ladder. Without any issues.
I love it, and I love that data stuff because again, it's easy to sort of, greenwash the environment, and I see a lot of claims in the market about, products and services platforms that are net zero and environmentally friendly. And then you just look at how they're architected and you say, well, it's not even possible what your claim is. You're doing everything on CPU. You're running the most advanced codecs, like AV1. You're trying to run it live. And you're saying that you're running a net zero operation, like it's not possible. So we really love to highlight, when our partners are truly contributing, to green operations. The greening of streaming.
So but it's real proof. It's real life proof of what we did. We really, we took such a machine, we overloaded it with channels, and see how far we could take it. And I think at 60 channels, the CPU ran out of capacity. So
but that is with full ABR ladders, like you say. That's even including deinterlacing. So now, are these x86 or ARM based servers for this particular? These are ARM. Okay.
ARM, so it's like a 96 core ARM machine.
And that's Ampere.
And it's great stuff because the energy consumption of these ARM machines are even lower than the Intel machines. So we really maxed it out and tried to overload it and see how far we could get it, and that gives us better proof also towards the customer. Say, we're safe that you can run so many channels on a box.
By the way, we have a white paper coming out with Ampere shortly. It should be, so we're taping this the first week of March. I think by the end of March, by NAB, that will be out, and it's basically a technical explanation of how we can achieve such amazing density, deinterlacing performance in software on the CPU, when you've got a bunch of ARM cores, when you have 96 highly efficient compute cores, you can do a lot of decoding and deinterlacing and,
and the scaling is done on the card, so that's also helping, right? And the encoding, which is the heaviest part, is also done on the card. So
exactly.
And for the rest, in terms of memory or networking bandwidth, I mean, those machines are basically doing nothing. It's very easy.
And you are correct. You also referenced a couple minutes ago that, these are not heavy duty, super expensive servers. They're not the lowest cost, certainly, that you can buy, but they're very middle range. And so for
versus price ratio
it's through the roof. It's
very good. And also, as I said, the bitrate optimization was also really cool. Netflix has this cool algorithm. They developed it themselves.
To
go to to keep maximum image quality, visual image quality. And then you can start optimizing the bit rates. So we optimize every bit rate to achieve the highest image quality at the lowest bit rate. So it's not just reducing the bit rates, but if you look at how many viewers there are and the traffic that you're generating, so every percentage that you can shave off a bit rate is profit for a customer.
That's right. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's right. Now, is it 4K resolution at the top, or is it 1080p, or there are a handful of 4K channels? Most are
No.
1080p.
Most
What's
of
the
most of it is full HD,
full
and
HD? Okay.
yeah, and it's got a large bitrate ladder, which is nice.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's
Nice. Nice. And
824 at
what
most.
codecs
Yeah,
are they using?
824 right now.
It's okay.
Yeah,
But obviously you're ready for HEVC and AV1 again because NETINT VPUs you can mix and match. And another beautiful thing, I know I'm now sort of pitching, but it's just important, is that what's great as well when you use a VPU is it's literally just tick a box and it turns on. In software, now you have to worry about provisioning, like, oh no, I need an entire machine, because the compute complexity, to maybe add a couple extra channels in AV1 or
and,
even
and
HEVC,
and there's
you
another
know,
challenge. I mean, if you need to distribute the encoding of a single channel over multiple
yeah,
servers,
yeah,
you run into all kinds of syncing issues.
yes, yes. IDR alignments are
Yeah,
incredibly difficult,
yeah,
across your bitrate ladder.
yeah.
Yeah, yeah, amazing. Yeah. Well, it's great. Well, Steph, it was really good getting an update. I know this is a little bit of a shorter episode than we've traditionally done, but we're wanting to, revisit. We had heard about the great work that you were doing. Certainly excited when you can officially announce this customer in the Netherlands, and maybe we can have you back. Maybe we could have them come on, and we could
Yeah.
do a little webinar or something, talking about
I'll ask them tomorrow.
how the system was built. Yeah, hey, invite them on. Say, hey, once we get this launched and it's all ready to go, let's come on Voices of Video. And I think there's a lot of broadcasters and media companies throughout Europe and frankly throughout the rest of the world that would be very, very interested to learn what you built. So congratulations.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Yeah, awesome. Well, good. If somebody wants to learn more, where should they go, about your product?
Jetstream.com.
And
Yeah, we can give a live demo if they want. Yeah.
great. Yeah. So go to jetstream.com and, you can also check out the other Voices of Video episodes, the interviews that I did with Steph. And, we did some live demos there as well.